on the pier here, about to board the boat, the ferry, to go to Liberty Island, where Statue of Liberty is. Across the bay there you can see Ellis Island. Probably going to be making a stop there as well. This is downtown New York.
With the visitor Patricia Kent, please head to the front of the tent. It's Patricia Kent. If you hear my voice,
yeah, the lady.
you need to head to the front of the white tent to meet your party. Once again, Patricia Kent.
We were fortunate enough to have booked our tickets online, so we didn't have to stand in these massive queues. So we're just waiting for them to call us, and then we will go through and board the ferry. Across the bay there you see the Statue of Liberty. Wait for me. We are able to go now. Look at me. Hey. Alright, should we go downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, let's walk. Slowly. I know. Look at me. What's going on?
There was a beastly no scoop.
Like, yeah, it's a hotel that caught on fire because some guy was smoking.
Koop er dit nie gepolish word nie.
You only go to juvie, you won't go to prison.
Mommy, can I take a picture of the ocean?
Hello? You can't sit up there.
Let's see what these are.
Eh?
Let's see
You're not allowed to sit up there.
I mean, lift me up.
I will now, my sweetheart.
For immigrants arriving into the U.S. between 1892 and 1924. Our current course recalls the voyages of approximately 12 million American immigrants. They passed through these waters on their way to Ellis Island and a new life. By the time they reached New York's busy harbor, they had already spent weeks at sea, usually on the small, overcrowded steerage decks of massive steamships. They were often excited, exhausted, and anxious about what lay ahead. As they neared the end of their journey, these immigrants were greeted by a number of overwhelming sights. Many of these same sights are visible to you today. Look at the Manhattan skyline. Imagine the awe these new arrivals must have felt as the city's grand vista emerged above the waves. For many, New York's landscape.
What's your note? Where?
We're now arriving at Ellis Island.
Okay, we'll be coming around we're at Ellis Island, overlooking towards to Liberty Island, where Statue of Liberty is. Ellis Island is obviously home, well, it's where all the immigrants came in from all parts of the world to the US for the first time. Over 12 million immigrants. So, panning around Hudson River, and then before long you start seeing the Manhattan skyline. You can see this is downtown, basically looking towards the Tribeca and the Battery Park regions where you take the ferry from. You pan around, but you can see a little bit of the Brooklyn Bridge, and that's Brooklyn you see there. Panning around, and you'll finally see a beautiful young lady who's sitting on the wall overlooking the Hudson River. And over there in the distance you can see the Staten Island Bridge. And panning back around to Liberty Island and back onto Ellis Island and the buildings on Ellis Island. And back towards the Manhattan skyline.